Hello YouTube, it's been a while since I've done a video because I've been so busy. I picked this up recently at a Carboots sale on the floor. Guy wanted £1 for it. Don't know if you know what it is. Basically it contains slides, which I'll show you in a minute. And on each one of these is somebody's photographs. So what I thought I'd do, see what's on there. Okay, just noticed this whilst organising the slides. October 1984, a few months before I was born, which is really interesting. So some of these slides could be from my birthday. If you're not familiar with slides, you hold them up to the light and you can see the image there. A little bit different back in the day compared to digital. Something like this would be somebody's life work and it'd be absolutely treasured. There are some more slides which I've already taken out, but to find a collection like this is quite interesting. So I'm presuming the person might have passed away or moved away and these are being discarded, because something like this you would, I would imagine, keep for life. And there's another one that's quite vivid. That gives you an idea of what's on here, so let's have a look. By pure coincidence, I picked this up from an auction house the other day for a few quid. It's a slide projector, so that's going to come in handy. Give it a whirl, make sure it's working fine and go from there. Here it is in all its glory. Nice little bit of kit. I've loaded a stack of slides in the back. I had a quick look through to make sure they all orientated correctly, which they are, and we'll see what's on them. Okay, let's get this started up. Wow, that's bright. Okay, try to find a better angle. That looks almost Australian, that bridge. Let me see if I can pull a bit of focus. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Tall ships. Used to see a lot of these as a kid near Southport, I believe it was, or Formby Beach way, when they had the tall ships out. Ah, straight away. Most likely the person's camera, a friend or partner. It's quite a stern looking fella. That's a great photo, that is. That's absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can pull a little bit. And there we go, what a great shot. What's that on his jacket? That might give us a clue. Military possibly. No, hard to see. Is it my camera? Sort of got a Persian, Iranian without offending anybody look about him. Handsome fella. Let's have a look. That's probably a better angle. That's nice. That looks almost Mediterranean. Oh, witchcraft. Bit of fungus on these slides by the looks of it, or debris. That's quite peculiar. Possibly testing his camera out, to be honest. That's a shot of an old car radio. Not familiar with the... It's a bit out of focus anyway. Not familiar with that. That has got a Mediterranean look. It's hard to see on video. Let me just try to pull focus. There we go. This is quite pink, red. It doesn't translate well through the camera. That's a really nice shot. This is all bloomed out on there. There we go. It's not bloomed out on the viewer. It's just through the camera. This looks like Italian. I would say Northern Italy. It's a guess. Leave it there for a second in case the next one's blown out. Nope. That tree is not native to Europe, I don't think. Just looks a bit African. Might be wrong, but we'll see. That's another nice shot. Could Google lens some of these, I believe, because that's quite distinctive. Little village here. No doubt somebody's got a photo similar to that online. I'll have a go at that a bit later. But I would say from this, that could be Mediterranean again, I would say. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Could be Greek, could be Italian. I would say more Italian actually. Don't think it's French. Yeah, nothing really obvious in these shots yet for me. That's just something's happened at night in the night sky. Always just testing his camera out, I would imagine. That's unusual. That looks Australian. Good day, mate. Got a Mark 1 Cooper there with overriders. Mark 1 grill. That looks of it, Mini Cooper if you're not familiar with the Mark 1 grill. So that's a very early car. And this looks like it's Australia, I would imagine. I can see another vehicle up this side here. I don't think it's South Africa. South Africa, I wouldn't have thought. But that Mini would make sense, being in Australia. Trying to pull focus. Again, it's not as over as exposed as it looks. It's quite hard to pull a good picture with this viewer, but you get the idea. Yeah, that looks Australian. Is that the same chap? No, it's not the same chap we saw in the other photos. If I can pull focus. Great shot. I think that's him again. Yeah. I've been to somewhere which looks exactly like this. But it's not there. Again, it's it bloomed out. That's golden sand. Quite distinctive. Again, that looks Mediterranean to me. That's a double exposure. Or two slides stuck together, possibly. Oh, that's not Mediterranean. That's Burmese or something similar. Myanmar. Yeah, that would make sense. That's a great shot. That really is nice. Hard to see exactly what I can see. That's a really good shot. Again, these look like the Italian trees. And this looks like it's back in the other side of the world. Myanmar-esque, I would say. Back in the med. Yep. Definitely. It's quite distinctive. Pull a bit of focus, yep. Again, that could probably be picked up using a Google lens, I would imagine. Quite distinctive coastline. Looks like the couple. That's a gentleman. This looks like it's a few years later. It's hard to say where that is. Yeah, that's definitely some potentially Indonesian graphics there. Oh, that's a good shot. Say that's in Australia. And again, looks like he's building something. That's a great shot. Don't know if that's a old Land Cruiser converted pickup truck. If it is, that's a great vehicle. That's a really good shot. Again, that's a gentleman who's been in the other photos. These look like I've seen in, I don't know if it's Burma or that region. I've seen things like this, monuments like this before. That might be his partner. That could be anywhere. That's a great shot. And he looks a little bit older in this photo, I would say. Back in the med. Looks Algerian there, this gentleman does. I don't know if that's the... I don't think that's the same guy. That's his van. And that's definitely his fish. It's hard to say, but he looks a touch Moroccan or Algerian. And there we go. Okay, so I thought I was done, but there's a couple of slides still snagged in the machine. So let's go ahead and finish those. Definitely the med. Yeah, that's not quite sure about that one actually. It's quite hard to say. I think that's upside down. Very strange. Oh wow. Yeah, that's right up my street. Save the best till last. Can't tell if that's a BSA. I think it is. And this looks Australian, so the gentleman with the Mini may have a decent BSA. That's stunning bike, that is. I'll find out what that is exactly. I've got an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he would have been proud of that bike, for sure. Ah, and there we go. That is everything. So, I'm going to try Google Lens a couple of these. I've already made my predictions of where they were. What a great little device. Anyway, I'll tie back in a minute. Okay, the power of modern technology. Snap a photo. Quick Google Lens. And let's see. Wow. What a guess. Sydney, Australia. That was fantastic. Just tell, to be honest, by the infrastructure. Let's have a go at another one, eh? Yeah, I'm not going to Google Lens him. That's a great shot, that is. That's a fantastic portrait, to be honest, whoever's taken that. I presume his partner, but that's really nice. It's hard to see because it's quite grey. But when I'm looking at this in the flesh, there you go, that's more like it. That's a really nice shot. Okay, off we go again. I'm saying the Med. Let's have a look how the Geo Wizard does. I'm doing this in real time. Don't want to show you my phone for obvious reasons. Let's have a butcher's. Charming 4-villa swimming pool. Ah! That makes sense. If that is the right place. No, that isn't. Let me just see. That is, though. No, I think Google Lens is tricking me here. Top villa. Australia. Would make sense. It's picked up Australia from there. Yeah, I need a bit more work on that one. Let's go to another. Yeah, that one. Let's see if we can get a Google Lens from this. Okay. Just bear with me. Corsica, possibly. I don't know, it's hard to say. No, that's not the same one. I think I'm being tricked again. Oh, that looks like it, Corfu. I would say Greece. Looks like I got a hit for Greece. I can see the orange buildings there. I need to check this one out, but the ridge of the mountain there is correct. How it tails off is correct. We've got some orange buildings in the foreground. Well, almost in the foreground. I'd say I could have a hit there. Corfu. That's quite a nice destination. I think we'll go with that one. That's 2. I can't remember what I said for this. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with that. We're not gonna bother with that. No, this one. It's quite a distinctive house. That could come up straight up. Let's have a butcher's. If it's on a main street in Brisbane or something, I don't know. Victoria style house, Australia. Obviously I'm getting hits for similar looking houses, which would make sense. But not the exact one, which is a shame really. But yeah, I think I'm spot on with that being Australia. Yeah, this would be a good one. Let's see if I can pick this up. I think you can see the difference there on screen. quite a distinctive shot, and I'm sure a few other people had the same idea of taking that photograph. Let's have a look. Google Lens. And there we go. Summer Bay. Will we say that's similar? Yeah, I would say that's in the same position. Home and Away, Summer Bay. Not watched that for a while. Sydney. I don't need to know Spanish to understand that. Oh, that's fantastic. Can't remember what I said to this. I'll check back on the camera, but yeah. Pull a bit of focus there. Yeah, I knew that one was Australia. We're going to see if we can find it. Really surprised nobody's got the exact image of somewhere so distinct. Yeah, what a shame. Yeah, I still think I'm correct. Let's go again. Right. That's strange. I've just seen Porto. Ah, Sardinia possibly. Very similar style. When it mentioned Porto, some of the rocks which I saw, I don't know if I got them here, were from Porto. That's what I was referring to when I said I've been somewhere very similar. And so it could be. Alright, just to summarise, some great shots there. Obviously spotted a few locations, which was nice. I'm going to try and get these uploaded to the computer and see if I can get them back to the original owner or maybe the family. That would be nice, as always. I've done it once or twice where they've made the way back. Thanks for watching. We'll try and do a few more videos in the future, but I'm just so busy, which isn't a bad thing really, but I just thought this was interesting, certainly for me. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again.